WesWes Show.
Right, welcome everybody to another episode of the EOTC, the Empty Off the Clip podcast. My name is Cams, and you are tuning in straight from the heart of West Auckland. I'm here with the boys, Eric, Leti. What's up, brothers?
What's up, bro?
Good to be back in the studio, man. Feels like forever.
Yeah, it's been ages, eh?
You need it, man. I think the listeners and the viewers need some quality sound coming through, eh?
No doubt, man, no doubt. And we're over here on the studio, about to do our episode, and I've got the Warriors game on the side here. The Warriors and Dolphins is the last game of the season before we head into finals footy next week. So Dolphins up 6-0 at the moment. But yeah, man, that's us, guys. Let's do some shout-outs, Eric.
Yeah, I'll do some quick shout-outs. Just a big shout-out to my fans, and a big shout-out to the WesWes Network as well. Yeah, thanks for having me back on. Especially the Empty Out the Clip boys. Thank you. That's me.
It's good to see you, love.
Yo.
It always feels like a good a breath of fresh air every time you're on. So now it's great to have you back. My list of shout-outs. First of all, I went to Costco the other day, and man, of all people to see in Costco is my older sister. I haven't seen her for almost like 7 months. I happened to see her up at Costco, so I ended up buying me an air fryer. So yeah, I wonder if she got one. But shout outs to her, Ruth, and her partner Joe. It's good to see them. Haven't seen them for a while. Another one's to also David Beta. He's the host of the Fallon Show. So he renamed his podcast last week. The New Fresh Start with Dave, the podcast. So shout outs to that dude. Keep the content coming, man. It's quite awesome to see that the bro finds a plug for everyone and anyone. And man, my bro's putting in the work. To my bro Lotonu over in Brisbane, thanks for the love and the shout outs during the week. Miss you, Dana, and always love you, bro. To my also Sully Moore, the man. So Sully was doing like a 31-day burpees challenge. So all of Walker's, he was doing 31 burpees, and he finished that up and with the day 2 now. So he's doing 3Ks. So supporting you all the way. Doggo, man, you're inspiring me. I think one day it might rub off during this month. Another one's to my bro Johnny Tuamohe. Shout outs to the Twins. They're ripping Tonga at the Soccer World Cup. Yeah, that's going on at the moment. To the bro Nico Buckley, Evan Brizzy. The also Onosai, who'll be having his first Father's Day tomorrow. That was one of the bros from the barbershop. And the last one's to happy heavenly birthday, 76th birthday to my old man. So my old man's 76 today. The word dad, the car's in the workshop getting a new water pump and the rear main seal done. So I dropped it off on Thursday. Dropped it off on Friday, which was yesterday. So I dropped it off and went and checked today. They said, car's missing. So hopefully they got it ready by Monday afternoon. So that rounds up my shout-outs list. But you also?
Just want to make a shout out to we're gonna say our episode is brought to everyone by.
Yeah, man. So yeah, our episode's brought to you from the man himself, another Ranui homegrown boy. So our boy Devita Tauhakau Victoria Maka, letting us flex the Never See Lalo. So much love also.
Sweet. Okay, let's go for how was your week? How's your week been?
My week, shit. I have only worked probably 2 days this week. I was sick for most of it. I had something like the flu or virus. It came down on me on Tuesday, I think. So I've been off work since then. Going back tomorrow, but yeah, just been doing that and enjoyed doing the edits, eh?
Yeah.
Like since you showed me how to do the edits online. I mean, on the the program and that for the podcast. I'm actually enjoying it. So yeah, I've been doing mucking around with that quite a bit more than anything else really. I was looking for shortcuts and stuff. So yeah, I'm having fun with that. And yeah, just been doing that kind of stuff.
Must be the change of weather.
Maybe
going from cold to semi-hot.
Yeah, well, it hasn't rained since last week, no?
Yeah. So
it's been it's almost a week now. If it comes to Sunday, this will be the first week that we haven't had any rain.
It was pretty warm today anyway. Eh?
Yeah.
So I went out today with Jandal's shorts and t-shirt. Pretty much all day today outside. So it was pretty warm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we checked out that movie on Tuesday.
Sound
Yeah.
of Freedom.
Was the cinema packed?
Not really.
Nah, not really. It wasn't that packed.
Mm.
So yeah.
But there's been all the hype for that film, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit,
Mm.
especially in the news.
Especially on social media, because I've seen all these people on social media saying to go watch this film. It's we need to help do something about the child trafficking that's out there. You know, that kind of stuff. But you said your cousin was telling you about it last week. Eh?
My cousin told me she's gonna watch it when she got back. When she got back, she was like, "Yeah, you guys should watch it and talk about it on the episode." I'm like, tell me how it was. And she goes, "I was like, fuck yeah, I don't want to watch it." Nah. But then one of the boys, he watched it. He was down in Wellington, so I think his boys shot him a ticket down to Welly, and just to fill in time, because he's got a daughter. And he watched it, and he said the trip was mean up until he watched the movie. Then he was like on a Debbie Downer bus, and the boys were like, "Fuck, you better not be in the freaking bro. It was just a movie." He goes, "Nah, fuck, I want to go home now."
Yeah, I think I kind of know what he felt like, because I kind of felt like that.
Yeah,
But
No.
yeah.
You know, the thing I see, I saw everything on social media, the hype about it, and it's like because it is the background of this film. It's a Mormon thing, eh? Because the main character he's a hideout Mormon, and the studio that owns the picture that's distributing it is a Mormon studio as well. So it's a big religious influence there in this film, and I think that's why a lot of people, because it's not one of those movies that gets marketed like normal movies. It's sort of like word of mouth. Like I've never seen any ads on it on TV. I've never seen any posters. All I see is people talking about it on social media, go in their stories and say, "Oh, you gotta watch this film." And
so was this the one where they invited you went and saw it, but you went and
bought
bought the ticket for the next person?
Yeah,
eh?
for the next person.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is where I was trying to get the bums on seats.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
pretty crack up, eh?
it's interesting. It's interesting.
Mm.
But yeah, I thought when I watched the film, it was a lot of because when you think of a Christian movie, you know, you get what you get when it comes to a Christian film, like the what's that guy that dresses up like a woman, Medea.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Tyler Perry.
It's Tyler Perry, yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
name. Those kind of films, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's what I expected. I didn't get that. How are you?
I don't know what I was expecting. I knew it wasn't going to be good. Most of the time during the whole movie when I was watching it, like I was telling you that night, it felt like there was a cotton ball in my throat. So it was like, it was hard to swallow.
It's a deep topic, eh? When you
Yeah.
talk about kids and child trafficking, like you can imagine your kid getting kidnapped and taken away from you.
That's what I pictured with some of the
No.
scenes. I could actually not see the actor, see my daughter, and that's why I was like, oh man. There was fear, and then right after that there was anger. So it's like, damn, it had me doing a roller coaster of my emotions. So yeah,
But it's a deep because this is like a true kind of story.
yeah, that one
Because
makes
we've
it
had
worse.
movies that tackle this topic before, even though they're fiction, like Man on Fire
Yeah,
with Denzel Washington.
yeah, and then the hero comes out on top and saves the girl.
Yeah, is that and the other one is what's the other one? 8mm.
Oh shit, damn, yeah, I forgot about that.
See, but it's been around,
Yeah,
and it feels like, you know, everyone's shocked about this film because it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. But you know, you know what I mean?
yeah. I think some people just don't want to believe that it's happening. They think this is not happening, but it is. And then the truth be told, there's no heroes out there.
Just, I think individually, people probably don't want to open that can or tackle that front on and sort of deal with it. Eh?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, just make it their problem. Let them sort it out.
Yeah, because they would be thinking to themselves, it only happens on that side of the world,
Yeah.
not on this. Not it couldn't happen here, but I don't know. Just there's a lot of missing people in New Zealand at the moment, so
Yeah.
and some of them are kids. So I don't know. Yeah, I just had like a mothball in my throat, and I was just like, oh man, through the whole movie.
Because I get it. Because when you watch the film, you sort of think about your own kids, and you think if you went through the same things, it's like.
But there was just some of the scenes in that movie. I just was like, really?
Like what?
Like with how the main character tricked the pedophile
Oh yeah.
into becoming his friend and talking like them, like how pedophiles. I don't know how pedophiles talk, but yeah. And he was like they were like kind of seducing each other in a way, and it was weird.
Mm.
I was like, oh really? You that gullible for that?
Yeah, I thought it was weird because I didn't understand what was going on. But then I thought, oh no, I think that's what they have to do anyway. They have to go undercover.
Yeah, but
They want to get.
It was just too
They want
quick.
to catch these people
Mm.
with these rings. Oh, another movie is Taken.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's more of an action theme movie though, eh? Where
but
the dad really goes in full hard out.
that's what I mean. These are all fiction movies
Based on
Men on Fire, Taken, 8mm, but it's based on the same thing. Except this one's a true story. So my take of the hype, right? This production company did a good job of doing this word of mouth thing to get this movie across. Because I think it made more money than the Tom Cruise film, The Mission Impossible.
yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that as well.
Yeah.
It did make more money.
Mm.
Because shit. There's a different way of advertising,
Yeah.
of getting the movie up, which I thought that was weird. It made me watch it, so they caught me in that.
Yeah. I didn't get the feels I got when I watched the movie like I think everybody else did. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm thinking, okay, I'm so fucking lucky I live in New Zealand, and my kids are here, you know, in Samoa as well. But just lucky I'm not over there, in those places that could happen to the kids. You know, I understand it's bad and all that.
Yeah.
and it's sad, but it's a reality. Hey.
Yeah, especially there was one scene that really got me. Spoilers. We should have said spoilers alert before we started talking about this movie. But there was the scene where they had the kids, right, and they're telling them they're going to the beach, and then they're in the van, and then they get to the port, and then they just shove them in the container.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. They shoved them in the container and then off to wherever they're gonna go, and then sell them. Like, holy shit, and just chucked a bunch of water and packets of food in there.
Yeah.
And those kids were in there for, I don't know, weeks on end.
Yeah. So, you know, you watching that, did you think that would ever happen? Like,
No.
were you amazed that it happened like that?
No, yeah, just, I think, seeing it, probably.
Yeah.
Seeing it and how it went down. I was like, fuck, that's shocking. It's just like, oh, man.
See, and that's what's interesting to me, that we have to see things in order to
Yeah, to
realize
really
that there's bad shit happening in the world. But that's what I'm saying. For me, I already know there's bad shit happening in the world. I don't know the details of it. This movie goes into the details of the bad shit. So to me, it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
It's just actually seeing what it is. And I think some of the hype is people like, oh my gosh, we gotta see this movie. It's bad shit happening to these kids. Like, I'm like, nah, yeah, of course. There's bad shit all over the world. What, is it all like happy in there at your house, or you know?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
So out of 5, where did you stand out of 5 with this movie?
I give it a 3.
You give it a 3. Yeah, I gave it a 2.5. I just felt like because it was me, Cameron, and my brother Joe that went to go watch this movie, and Joe was thinking, shit, it would have been better if it was a documentary, and I think he was right.
Yeah, because the
Because like how you said,
I think I know what he meant.
yeah,
Because
I think you just want the facts. To me, I just wanted the facts and the stats and that.
yeah, and there was
But-
no dramatization hard out there.
Yeah, you don't really need that, especially for something like that intense.
Yeah, I mean they had that scene where he had the gun pointing at his head.
Yeah,
Remember?
I know.
But you think, okay, was that done just for the movie, just to be a little bit have some suspense in the movie, or did that really happen? You know, because the rest of the movie plays out like normal, like it's not very suspenseful. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Hey, like if say if you had to go, you had to go in to rescue a kid. You go in guns blazing, kill all the bad guys, take the kid, and run out like Rambo. You know, like that. The movies will make that happen.
Yeah.
like Hollywood style. But what if really, for what happened in real life, he just walked in, tricked them to saying, "Oh, I'm one of you guys." Walked in, tricked the girl to come with him, and took her out safely. Like walked out, no trouble, and just went. Maybe that was the real story. To me, that's what happened.
yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
There was no Hollywood coming in and saying,
We need to blow this
you know
up.
what, maybe we need explosions and maybe we need a gun come in, guns blazing, kill the bad guy.
You're safe with me.
Yeah,
But all I'm saying is that I came into this movie thinking I'm gonna be like shocked, like, or feel some kind of way, because when it comes to kids, when it comes to your own kids, you know that is off limits to a lot of things in the world. But you know, so I was bracing myself to see some bad shit, like.
yeah, same.
But then what I'm trying to say is like at the end of it, I was like, oh, is that all?
Yeah,
Like I know
Same.
I know there's bad shit in the world. You know, I hate it, but to me, I felt, so what else is new?
yeah. Like there were some of the scenes where like a scene with the perpetrator closing the curtains or something, and you know what's gonna happen in that room. But I was just like broad silence. So I was like, oh, gee,
yeah.
how they did that was pretty freaky.
Yeah. But how about you? Let's like you for a guy that hasn't seen it, but you experienced the hype or people around you talking about it.
Yeah, well, I knew straight away, like, oh, was it like, because when I said it to my mate when he came in for his cut, I said, oh, is that like Taken? And then he was like, yo, nah, it's like Taken. And I was like, but if that he doesn't end up rescuing his daughter. Yeah, man, that's why I was upset when I watched it. Okay, well, that's the thing, man. When, you know, if you watch something that's been dramatized like Taken, and there's no hero at the end of it, of course you're gonna be upset when you watch it because you're gonna think of your kids. And he goes, nah, yeah, fuck yeah, that'll be like an experience too, you know. And then you hear of it, like too. I've got a mate who went on a Zoe, and he did the Kentucky, and he said that he felt like someone was following him while he was, you know, because you get their free time, you get to go away in the town, and then you go meet back on the bus. And he goes, bro, it's not coincidence I'm seeing the same car pull up in like every shop, and then every corner that car seems to be following him down the street. So I was like, I could believe it if someone told me, you know.
Yeah,
Especially when you're somewhere foreign or you're wearing like something that screams he's not from here.
it's crazy.
Yeah, because even my cousin said, "Oh, yeah, but it's about kids, though." You know, I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I don't watch it then."
Yeah, this is about kids, and that's the thing. How it pulls on the heartstrings of the people that want to see it. Yeah. But I think I thought it was just a movie. There was nothing.
Yeah, it's not the greatest movie in the.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest movie. I felt a little preachy.
No,
There was a little
super
preachy.
preachy.
Like the whole bit. Yeah, there's bits that probably. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, how loud do you need to be?
Yeah, but like the we were talking about it on the way home, after
Yeah.
we saw the movie. That I said like, you know, the problem's not even stopped. It's not even a happy ending. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
okay, say you rescued the kids, but
Did what?
that's the beginning of the struggle, because it's the trauma and they went through,
Yeah,
and how they gonna grow up. That might be even worse.
It says
The little boys that got abused, and those that how are they gonna grow up? Are they gonna grow up to do the same thing? Is that cycle? Or?
because you don't know how long they've been out there for, but bro, And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. At the end of the movie, it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we got the
Yeah,
kids.
we got the kids back.
Happy,
Happy,
it's
and
happy. And then
It's not happy.
we don't know how they're gonna grow up.
It's still a lot of work there.
Yeah. So that was a misled kind of thing, I think. Eh.
Yeah, I think anyone that's I'm sure people have family members that have been something through something similar, and
Yeah.
knows that it doesn't stop there. It carries on.
Mm. But then another thing I noticed is that you don't stop these things because remember they showed the stats. It's a $1 billion industry.
It's almost overpassing the drug empire,
Yeah, it's
bro.
it's more money than selling drugs.
And putting that in perspective, Pablo Escobar, right? He was one of the biggest drug dealers back then. He had more money than America.
Or the country.
So what does that say?
Or his own country.
Yeah,
You need to think about it's the oldest trade. What the oldest trade is in the world, bro. So
yeah.
when you think about it, it's like, bro, if it's like on Taken, if like if she's virgin and she's young,
They pay
bro,
more.
you get top dollar.
See, like you have your women, and now they're moving to kids. So it's like, what the fuck, man?
But I mean, like if you're a sick cunt who earns like $1 billion a second, bro, you're obviously gonna be like one of those guys. Yeah, man, I'll take whatever I can. It's all that Disney shit,
And
You've
then,
heard about it.
But that's the reality, man. There are sick cunts out there, man. And it's interesting to me that those stats said that most of the buyers come from the United States.
Fuck.
So you take away the want for kids, then you take away that $1 billion industry. Just like you take away people that want to use drugs. You take away that. You get rid of the drugs. So it has to start at the place where what the people want. But then it's sick too, because you hear those stories about the royal family and the rich doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like back in the days, like
And
like Epstein.
they groom these kids,
Yeah.
and then they become full-on prostitutes later on in their lives.
Yeah. So that movie fails to talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this movie talks about the actual child trafficking gangs out there.
Yeah. It shows that part. It's like, this is what happens to the kids.
But who are they
This is what
selling
the
it
gangs
to?
do.
Like, what about the royal family that they sell to? Like, I'm just putting it out there because it's just like what you hear on social media and all that. Or, those pedophiles, those rich ass pedophiles that can spend a lot of money.
Yeah,
to
not get
kids
caught.
And not get caught, yeah, exactly. So.
I mean, yeah. You think about an empire of people, it's never gonna. The paper trail is not gonna lead to who wants it done.
Yeah.
It's gonna be you're gonna get $100. Make all of that happen. That person's gonna divide that $100 between however many foot soldiers he can get to do whatever. And you just do your part to make sure I get what I want.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the millionaires day, it's always what have you got that I haven't got? Hey, and that's where the bidding war comes. Oh, I've got this.
Yeah.
It's sort of like how Borat made that film. Hey,
Which
you
one?
have one of these human seats. Shit, oh, you got 20
Shit.
people, eh? Yeah, I can just sit on the guy's back. Eat a meal off that guy's bum. Fuck.
Oh, fuck. No, man.
So we watched the movie. What else did you do during the week?
No, yeah, just editing and that, and then just staying home trying to take my pills and that. So I think I'm gonna take another lab sip after this, just to make sure I knock it off, get rid of that cough, and go and watch some movies tonight. Yo,
How are you, Letz? How was your week?
Our week was good, bro. I had my birthday on Thursday.
oh shit, happy birthday!
39 on Thursday. Oh,
What the kids do?
we went to the night market.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We went to
me.
the night market. But yeah, Keita shouted. It's different. It's different when she's like, no, don't worry, I got it. Shh, I got it. Don't worry, Dad. But no, it was good. Me and my missus. Oh, she said, oh, tell me what you want for breakfast. But she was on a night shift, so I ended up fucking going to the bakery, bro. And this is where I'm gonna shoot fires at the freaking local bakery, man. So I went in and I bought me the biggest feed ever. It's probably the biggest feed I've ever had in some time, eh? I went to the Westside Bakehouse, got me a sausage roll and a chicken and cheese pie. Then I walked over to Baker Boys, but it's actually Baker Boys, Baker's Boy on the actual outside of the bakery. I went in there, got a sausage and I know what I get. I got 2 curry spring rolls, a potato top pie, a bacon and egg sandwich, and 2 chocolate donuts. And then I went back for lunch. And they tried to shortchange me, man. First they said that the FPOS not working, it's any credit. I went and drew the money out and went on to go pay. I was like, hey, how much does that come to? So they tried to shortchange me, overcharge me $2. That to me is not good enough, eh? Because I said to the girl, how much are the spring rolls? $3.90. So I got 2, and plus the egg sandwich and the pie, which was like $13. When I put the sandwich on, it came to like $18, $19. And I go, can you add this up again? And then she added it. She says, oh, she gave me my change back. And I hear the sorry from the back. I'm like, it's not good enough, man. Especially when you say your FPOS is down. Fucking know how to handle cash, man. But this is why I always have cash on me. But yeah, I was pretty disappointed. I think I'll be going back for a while. Yeah, that annoyed me. But then, yeah, on Thursday, we went to the night markets, tried to buy me a new hat. Nothing fit, eh? It's no size 8s. I even said to the Asian guy, you got any 8 quarters? And he goes, no, you're not 8 quarter, your hat says 8. I said, do you not fucking tell me? Because if I try it on and it doesn't get past my ears, I'm going to be mad. And I tried it on, fuck, it didn't even get on. It just sat on my ears, eh? And I just threw the hat and fuck. The kids were like, oh, you going to get a hat, Dad? Nah, let's go. Fuck, I'm angry now. And we ended up going to Headheads. I had Headheads for dinner. The kids had Maccas. But I'll be drinking these, it's called Coco de Nate drinks. So like, you know how you get the aloe vera drink and it's got that little jelly bit in the bottom of the drink? Yeah, that's called Coco de Nate. But there's a Japan Mart downstairs in Westfield, West Mall. There's a key cut place. Then there's the $2-3 shop, and then there's a Japan Mart. But they have the drinks. They're like the biggest ones, like a 7 or no, about a liter. They're about $4, and they can get like a little mini drink. They're like $1.20, $1.40. Like damn, man, I just be filling up on those, man.
What colour is the bottle? Is it pink?
They got, I think there's like 6-7 different flavors.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen the pink one before.
Yeah, the pink one's usually strawberry or it might be raspberry.
And then it got the white piece of the aloe vera plant at the bottle.
Yeah, well, that's the Coco de Nate stuff.
Shit.
You can buy that from the lim shops or the Asian shops, and you can just mix it into any drinks you make up.
True.
But yeah, the kids, they go to Momo Tea, either Momo Tea or Daily Tea in Henderson.
You know, is that
the drinks that
the Momo Tea? Is it that with those round things in
you
there?
get the pearls?
Yeah.
Or you can get the Coco de Nate.
What are you supposed to do with those?
Drink them.
What, do you just drink the whole thing?
Did you ever go to Burger King when they have the orbs?
Yeah,
Sort
but
like that.
I used to eat the orbs.
They're like that, but you can get different flavor ones.
But those things are yuck to
Yeah,
me.
or it depends what drink you get, eh?
Oh.
If you get like a tea, then you'll most likely get the ones with cassava
Because
or taro.
when I first got that trick, I was like, what the fuck are you supposed to do with those things?
Yeah, yeah.
So, first instantly, like, I saw it, I just ate it straight away. And I go, are you sure you're meant to be eating these? I tell myself. But I just ate them anyway. I was like, oh, what are you supposed to do with them?
It's sort of like a grey of the black ball things.
Yeah.
You know what that reminded me of?
What's it?
Those you know when you go on the internet and you have those ads at the bottom of the article you're reading, and there's that one with the skin and the dots, the black dots.
Yeah.
It reminds me of those.
Far right.
Yeah, it depends. If they make them hot, it's gonna taste hot. But if they make it enough so it's cold and you drink it cold, they're nice. You don't even notice them.
True.
But those flavored drinks, those goo drinks, fuck, they're yummy. I had about 6.
Oh,
Hit the spot, bro. Fuck.
they must be that good.
Yup. In my mind, I'm thinking, bro, what am I mixing up some liquor with these?
Yeah, that's
You
what
know,
I was
good.
just thinking that. It must be that good. You can mix some liquor.
Yeah, because they're
Probably-
quite sweet.
Probably something like, I don't know, some kind of rum, white rum,
Yeah.
Bacardi.
Like a Bacardi, yeah, bro. Even a Malibu would get good with the melon one.
Malibu goes good with anything. Most things too.
And then yesterday the kids, because I grabbed the projector screen. So my brother-in-law took my speaker a while back. It was like one of those PA ones, and he must have pawned it. And then he didn't go back and get it, but then he tried to give me another speaker. And in the end, I said, nah, I told my sister, fuck, don't worry about it. He ended up giving me a projector, but it's one of those ones you can set it like this far from the end of the table, and it projects the whole wall. So I had that plugged in to the DVD player, but I was trying to figure out how you get the sound out. Took me a while. I was like, fuck, I gotta figure this out, man. But I was telling the kids, man, watch it. They tried to YouTube it. I was like, nah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. But we watched Dirty Dancing last night in the lounge. But no, it's fucking clear, eh?
So you might have to hook up your projector to your stereo or something.
Oh yeah, no, I got 2 active speakers in the lounge.
Ah,
true.
true.
Go straight to the mixer.
Yeah.
But it just took me. I was saying, plug the aux wire to the back of the projector. It was just the video going there. I was like, oh fuck, no, that's right. The sound should be coming out of the DVD player. So I just put the DVD left and right into the mixer. Fucking bro, it's a good film, eh? Dirty Dancing.
Oh, bro, it's a classic.
Bro, the music on it, eh?
That's what I learned. What's it? Dutchy style. The Zumba. Yeah. So start getting into that kind of shit.
What I couldn't get over is, bro, the amount of old school, like I think it was the drifters, eh? The way they were dancing back then, I was like, that's how you get pregnant with your clothes on. This is a dancing, eh? Not the rubbing on each other's legs.
Oh my gosh.
But no, man, but the week's been all good, eh? Week's been good, man.
Yeah.
What about you? How's your week been?
Man, I had a little bit of anxiety, eh? Like,
Yeah?
yeah, because first I was work related because I'm doing 2 jobs at the same time, and it was my fault because someone needed help, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'll help," knowing that I've got a full plate,
Oh,
you know.
man.
But I think I'm that type of guy at work or something. But then it just came to a head when I couldn't finish what I was trying to do and do this new stuff I was trying to help with, and man, I just went home like stressed out. I was like, fuck, like didn't finish both, like. But then I was like stressed out that night, and then when I went back to work, it was all taken care of anyway. So I was stressed out over nothing. So I was like, oh what? So I was thinking, fuck, I hate when that happens. You know? But then when we went to the movies, like, because you know how we got the trainings at work and that, like I'm conscious about eating healthy and all that, and then I always kick myself when I eat bad, like a chocolate bar or something like that. Always kick myself, and I think it's because I'm thinking about it too much. The anxiety comes when I feel something off in my body, but it's like nothing. I know it's nothing, but then it just my imagination just runs wild.
Oh damn!
And I get fuck. Like, you know, we're at the film,
Yeah.
watching the movie. I was feeling these little sharp kind of things.
Yeah.
On my chest.
On your chest, yeah.
But it's not like
No,
painful or anything. It's must be in my head, or must be nothing.
it's a spasm.
But I'm thinking, fuck, I'm gonna get a heart attack. You know, I'm going 100. I'm going 100.
I gotta tell you this, Oos. Bro, this week I've spent 8 hours in traffic. 4 hours there, 4 hours back. And on Wednesday, coming home, I was on nights or days. No, yeah, it was on days. On Tuesday, coming home, bro, the traffic was backed up from the off-ramp all the way to the tunnel. Bro, the old me would have been flipping out, eh? I was like, damn. I was like smiling, bro. And I was like, fuck. I've healed myself. Podcasting has healed me.
Oh,
I
true.
listen to
yeah,
music
bro.
in the car. Or
Bro, I'm not listening to music, G. I'm like, when the windows down, smell the ocean water. Then I'm listening up for the motorbikes. Like, damn, can't. Well, you gotta get fucked. Someone's gonna knock you off your bike. Yeah, man. And then, like, I was just thinking about, like, fuck, man, I remember I used to get the anxiety, like, be like fucking sweaty palms and like being pissed off if someone's not letting me in. Then I was thinking, like, then I thought about how Cameron was talking about how he gets road rage.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, bro, yeah, like, fuck, maybe I got road rage. But then I was thinking, but how do you get rid of it? And then I was thinking, fuck, listen to some music. hey, listen to some music. But then I was just thinking about like, bro, since I've been podcasting, like all of that's like the anxiety, like the nervousness is gone.
Yeah.
Bro, but the old me, bro, would I be like, fuck, like, you know, I'd have to go live to talk to someone. Like, I have to talk to someone just to get my mind off what's in front of me. And that.
I've been trying to teach my brother that because sometimes he gets real angry, like especially when somebody cuts him off. And I've been trying to teach him how to do that. He's been doing good lately because like somebody will cut me off and I'll be like, oh, you know, I wouldn't even bat an eye. I'll just carry on driving. But my brother will be like, fuck, aren't you gonna do anything? And chase him down. I go, what for? We got a job to do, bro. We're gonna do our shopping and then, you know, get this done. But yeah, I think it's just all those years working in retail. I've just learned to turn that side off.
Yeah.
And whatever's happening in front of me is just like nothing. It's a switch. And then I can turn it on and off now. I'm even better at it now. So I know when to turn it on, when it needs to be turned on. And I know when it needs to be turned off. Some people you just can't. You can't win with some people.
I was on the motorway yesterday coming home from work and was traffic jam on just past going past Point Chef. And I was just behind. There was two cars ahead of me. On the other lane, there was a big black Ford Ranger with big tires, BBM on the back. And I was like, oh, there must be also Dave. So I drove past and just looking at the river. Yeah, it was Dave. Yeah. He was like singing hard out in the car. Like, yeah.
True.
Shout outs to Dave.
Yeah,
But, yeah, man. Because I saw he got his $500,000 from FIFA. Eh?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they donated him $500,000, $500,000 for his work.
Holy shit!
I know who was it? There was a company that sponsored the deal with the truck, though. Eh?
Oh,
Because they said, oh man, because I think that comes with free gas. So you're getting to he was getting because like in the was it the cycle the Gabriel floods. He was getting to places where the freaking the council should have been, you know. He literally that 2-hour road bottom of Palomino. Like he got around that to go all the way out to Mangere.
Sure.
So obviously his work's not it's going unnoticed, man. Like
fucking hell, man.
It's good that he's getting his flowers for the hard work he's doing.
yeah.
Going back to playing music in the car, I've noticed now I don't play anything.
You don't?
Nah, I just quiet. I like my quiet now.
Bro, that takes patience, bro. I did it for a good 4 months, driving to work, just listening to the road.
Yeah. I find it more enjoyable. Even at work, like at work, I don't have the radio going on.
Yeah.
I just have quiet. And people go, how do you work in these conditions? I said, well, there's things going on. There's sounds and you can hear it. And if someone's screaming faintly on the forecourt, I can hear it. So I can go out and see what's going on and call the police.
Are you alright there, mate?
Hear a faint screaming, help me!
I listen to my audiobooks I get.
Yeah, I wanna get my audio.
Have you got like an account or something, or do you just?
Yeah.
So it's $15 a month and you get one free audiobook a month.
I think of cancelling my Neon account to get an audio.
Oh yeah.
So man, because I miss those audiobooks. They're easier to listen to than to read. Well, for me.
So the book I'm reading right now or listening to is called The Last Action Heroes by Nick de Selman. So it's just a book about Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris, Dolph Lundgren, Van Damme, and Bruce Willis. How they started the action hero careers in Hollywood.
Yeah. Man, and each of those names they're a different type of action hero. Especially Bruce Willis.
But it's a pretty interesting book, because it dives into the rivalry between Arnold and Stallone. It was real, man.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was make believe.
Because Stallone, they both wanted to be the best.
I was gonna say because Arnold didn't do porn. Sliced the man.
Yeah, sliced the porn.
Man.
Yeah, that's right.
The porn.
That was his first film.
Yeah. Exactly, man.
But Sly's a writer too. He wrote Rocky,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah. Yeah, it's just crack up because there's a story in the book where I think it was 1982 at the Cannes Film Festival. One of the big producers, he had a big party, invited all the Hollywood actors to come, invited them from LA, so they all jumped on a plane, all of them, 10-hour flight to France, and it was on the plane was like Arnold, Sylvester, and all the directors, James Cameron, and heaps of people, and they were just saying how at the party they had to present Arnold and Sylvester Stallone, and they were arguing who's gonna go first. No, I'm going first. No, I'm going first. Like, no one wants to go second. So the host of the party had to bring them both out at the same time. Like grab their hands and do this, put their hands up and just walk out.
You know, I can see that being true because have you seen Puppy Iron with Arnold? He's really competitive, eh?
Mm.
And he always likes busting balls. You see him throughout their whole documentary, just busting balls to the other competitors, eh? He's a dick, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's straight out the gate, too, sometimes. Fuck.
Yeah, man, just that having anxiety and then coming home from work.
Yeah, I used to think like that too because I used to have the same like tingly feeling around my chest area, but I think it's just a muscle spasm because if it was a real heart attack, bro, you would be feeling anything.
Yeah, I put it to coincidence, you know, when I'm thinking about, you know, what I'll think about.
Yeah,
Because it sucks, man, when you go to these trainings at work, and then you eat junk food for lunch after the training. You're like, fuck, what a waste of time. Like,
that was the only time I actually had chocolate at the movies. I bought a packet of M&M peanuts, the big packet, and that's, I mean, probably since RAR,
bro,
the RAR
you
trip.
annoying the girl like in front. Did you notice?
Who?
Like, there was a girl in front of me on the side. Every time you made noises, she was always looking. Like, she was. I think I read her mind. She was saying, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh, with the packet.
I don't know. Like every time you made noise, like I could see her face like look that way. Look in
I
that
didn't
direction.
even notice.
I was like,
Shit, should have told me. Okay, what?
all right, boys. We're pretty light on the news feed, but one thing that caught my eye during the week and was American athlete, because there's the athletics world champs on right now, and American athlete Noah Lyle, a sprinter. He had some words to say about winning the gold medal. He won a gold medal? Don't know if he actually won the gold medal, but he was talking about how in the NBA, at the last game of the NBA season, the finals, the champion is crowned the world champion. Right? So he's saying, why are they called world champions when it's not even the world? It's NBA. It's American teams. And he was saying, you know, you heard what he said. So he's criticizing the NBA naming their champion the world champions when the whole world doesn't even play in that comp. What do you have to say for that? About that? Is he right or?
I reckon he's right. It sounds right. You know, if the other participants are it's just American teams, then of course it's not the world. So probably, I don't know, maybe the NBA thought we're the best anyway, so fuck it, best in the world.
Yeah, because it's not just the NBA. It happens in the baseball.
Yeah.
It's called the World Series.
And it's only American teams.
Only American teams. You know, even NFL when they crown their champs, it's the world champs.
Oh, so there you go. It's America
That's
saying
world champs, yeah.
saying to themselves that they're the best in the world.
Now I heard the argument about the NBA. Like, there's a lot of foreign players in there, and their argument for NBA saying that's a world champion because of that, the number of foreign players playing in the NBA, and that every other basketball league in the world sucks compared to the NBA.
Yeah, that's what they're
The
saying.
NBA is the top league in basketball on the whole world. So if you're gonna play in this league, then you're obviously the best player in the whole world. Like you never hear like the argument I heard on ESPN was you never hear any other player in the world saying you're the best player in the whole world. If you know what I mean, it's always Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan's in the best player in the whole world conversation. And what league does he play in? He plays in the NBA. People say LeBron James is the best basketball player in the whole world. What league does he play in? He plays in the NBA. You never hear, oh, bloody someone in New Zealand is the best player in the whole world because he plays in the NBL.
Yeah.
Like you never hear that.
I think the Sprinters got a good point. There is a valid validation there because it's like we're different if the NBA teams had flags and they were like world flags. You know? It's sort of like saying that the Rugby League World Cup's not the Rugby League World Cup because you didn't hear the NRL say we're the best rugby league team in the world because there's other comps, and that's out of respect that there's more than Australia just to choose their talent from.
Well, they have the league, the champions of the Super League challenge, champions of the NRL.
Yeah. But I mean, at least they play a World Cup where they actually demise the NRL comp and the Super League to form these World Cups. Which, I don't know. Because there's been competitions like the NBA, like the Olympics, like where they've had no NBA players there.
Amateurs
only, and then they've had like the World Series, like where they might play like what's going on at the moment, and they might not have many NBA players. So I don't know if it's I reckon it is sort of like a bit too much trying to say with the NBA the world champions.
Yeah,
for the foreign players it'll be a kick in the balls.
So you couldn't even say NFL because there's no other country in the world playing that level of American football. It's American football for a reason.
But I suppose they probably realised as well. It's like, look at the rugby league. The landscape's changed. It's almost more than half of it's Pacifica now, you know?
Yeah.
And you saw Fiji dealt to England the other day. But that's another thing. It's like, bro, the second you let the PIs get involved or have their way, man, it's like it's going to be game over, you know? But the probably game ain't going to be as rich as what it can be. But I feel like, it's a bit much saying you're the world champs of basketball. But you shouldn't shoot someone down. That's just his opinion, right?
That's his opinion, yeah. And there's a lot of tweets coming out from NBA players saying he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He should shut up. All that kind of stuff. But
and like with him being an individual sport, it was like he can be like, oh, shut the fuck up, man. Name other guys who can run as fast as me right now. You know, that's his thing. It's like, bro, I'm an individual. It's like you can take the whole world to race against me. I'd be the guy at the front.
Yeah. And
you can't say that about an NBA team or a player, you know? Because what are the chances that the Lakers could beat the New Zealand Breakers or the Tall Blacks?
Yeah, because
or the Australian basketball team, you know?
Being an individual, if he's in a race with other Americans in the same race and he wins the gold, he's effectively beaten his teammate.
Yeah.
But if his teammate gets silver medal, then that's 2 medals for USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in their individual sort of thing, he can say, I'm fastest. I'm the fastest out of all my teammates.
And even just to go to a world athletics meet, he's already faster than every state in America to be a runner for those states. So he would only be racing against the best in the world anyways. So that's pretty cool. Isn't there arguing if he is the America's number one?
Or the world's number one.
Yeah.
Speaking of fast, have you seen that Sua Fa'alongo?
Yeah,
for Storm.
2 tries on debut.
He's the man.
And especially against a Brisbane outfit,
But it's good timing because you know how he's going to rugby union.
Yeah.
Man, that's a fullback spot just waiting for him for a long one to take.
Hard. Well, he's young, eh?
He's only 17, 19, 18.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Bro, that's Mantis, eh? That is Mantis.
But for someone coming straight from Samoa to play in a row, that's mean, eh?
Oh, it goes to show the way I think, with the new breed of Samoan players. But that's the thing, because there's YouTube now, there's NRL, like, you can watch all these sports over there. Because, bro, his goose tip was gangster, man. It's like, bro, that's the sort of shit you see at, like, local, like, Starling Park shit, you know?
Yeah.
This guy, he would never have imagined I'm going to be doing this the first touch of the ball, bro.
He's lucky to come on that game because Peppenhausen was on his outside.
But he obviously knew to pass him back up there. Just like, pray. This is some guys who play Premier football now here in local footy, and they know how to do that.
It's interesting because he come up through the Melbourne system. Does that mean he can't play for Queensland or New South Wales?
I think before the age of 14 or 13, if you've played, then you can play.
But he's playing in Melbourne,
Yeah.
in Victoria. So how does that work?
He would get to choose.
He can choose.
He can choose.
Oh.
Because I can't remember who it was. Remember, it was one of the Pacifica boys there, where they called him in as a last minute, but then they looked back and he was 14 when he got here, so he couldn't play.
Oh, yeah.
And that was his debut. I forgot who it was.
Oh, Molitalo.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it was, eh?
Lucky. He's going to play for Queensland, eh? Yeah.
I think that's because Coots was injured, eh? Oh, Coots was injured.
Coots, yeah.
Man, Queensland getting stronger and stronger every year. Even when the series is not on.
Okay, sweet boys. We're going to take a look at a segment that we haven't delved in for a while. It's a segment that we respond to our people our listeners that comment on social media. What do we call the segment again? I forgot. We call it Comments Corner. So we're here at Comments Corner. And we've got a real special comment for the Usul lady over here. I'm going to read it out. Let me find it. Where is it? Now, this comment was a response to our discussion around the kid in Australia. A young kid who's playing league over there. And the kid's great. But he's like 10 times the size of the kids he's playing with. Although he's the same age. He's a Polynesian kid. And there's footage of him just running through these little kids, like fending them off, like they're just like nothing. And you look at him and you're like, is he like 10 years older or something? But nah, he's the same age as them. He's just fucking built like a tank. And yeah, so.
Let me guess, these parents say it's not fair.
Well, some people say it's not fair. Some people say, there's a simple solution. Put them in a higher grade. But I think that was your point you made, eh? But then we got this comment from FobDog6798. If you're scared of your kids to verse big kids, then put them in soccer for the time being. Not his fault that he has to play 1 year up. It's not his fault he has to play 1 year up for his first year of contact footy. Lady, just shut up. Talk too much kaka. And who said he was boasting about his son? You're the biggest hater, you flop.
Yeah, first of all, man, thanks for the feedback, man. We've been waiting for someone to bait for a while. I think on the back of that conversation that we had with Yash doesn't mention that Queensland have a so if you're gonna play upper grades, it's only 18 months. So on that footage where the dad and the coach and the two boys are on the live news. So the way I saw boasting was like proud. To me, it's like if you're boasting, you're proud, right? That's my understanding. Like here in Ranui, West Auckland, if you're boasting, you're proud. So like I'm going to boast about the network because I'm proud. So if you went on live TV and the intent was to get a message across to Queensland Rugby League that you were trying to say, okay, my son's only 6, but he's going to play under 7s. But he's probably big enough to play under 8s, but probably not open. And our discussion was around restricted grades. So when I was 11, I was playing under 14s, but my weight, I was big enough to play in that weight. Under 14s restricted. We were getting pummeled week in, week out, but we did all right. But for this kid, and I say, the dad was boasting because he went on live news. The few words that he had the chance to say to the news coverage was like, "Oh, Queensland, they put a cap on the age group he can play." But he still went on the news. Like, he didn't try to say it's not fair. He just said, I just want my boy to play footy, you know? Teach the other kids to tackle around the legs and stuff like that. To me, that's boasting. Like, he didn't say, oh, fuck you, someone else to tell me that my kid can't play in this grade. He's only 6. Like, he didn't say that. I mean, if you watch the footage, what I took from it, from the dad and the coach saying it, they were more happy that they were alive, you know, and they were trying to promote their club. They said, oh, yeah, man, come down for a fee, you know, we'll put on a hangi. If the intent was to say a message like, man, leave my kid alone, say all of that shit. But he wasn't saying that. So in my head, he was proud. He was proud to be on TV. That's boasting. To me, that's boasting. Like, I don't think you can sort of say it any other way. If he was like trying to say, oh, man, I'm not happy. The smiles when... The fact that he was on the news like doesn't say like, oh, he's unhappy. Like, there wasn't a protest or anything. So, I don't know. Take it as you want, man. I just thought, well, if there's a perspective to this, like, maybe put it in the comments or say a video somewhere in reply to our actual footage. But no, I appreciate the feedback because I like to understand how he said it or how you took it that he wasn't boasting. But that's how I thought he said it.
You know what, man? Like, when I think about it, if I had a kid like that, if I would take my kid to a game and I saw that the opposition and were like half the size, I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? Like, no way is this gonna be good for my kid, you know? Because you gotta put them on a higher grade or something, somewhere where kids are same size as them, at least, you know? And maybe they'll be good. Because I know that's good for kids to play older kids. You learn better that way.
That's all we did though. Like when I was, as far as I ever played rugby league, wider, we were always playing upper grade. Like it didn't make sense for us to stay. And then I think, because I started under 10s when I was like 8 going on 9. And the following year there was no 11s, so we were straight to 12s. So now it would have just been 10. So from going from under 10s to under 12s to under 14s. So we were just 11. So all the kids my age, there was not enough teams at our club. So we were all playing upper grade. But they tried to put us. We played 13s when we were supposed to be, and we were 11s turning 12s. We were getting raped, mate. We were getting smashed. And that 6-year-old would have been fucking, bro, he would have had perfect at that grade at our age, man. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, we ended up playing restricted. About under 14s, but that made more sense than trying to play like in a grade up, if that makes sense, you know, because of the weight restriction.
Yeah, I remember when I was in primary school. I remember this vividly because when I wanted to go play rugby at primary, and I think, I would have been 9 or 8, and I went to go weigh in, but at that time, I already was close to 80 kilos.
Yeah.
Because by the time I hit intermediate, I was already 100 kilos. So I was gaining weight fast. So the lady said, I guess, you can't play rugby. You're heavier than most of the kids here in the school. I was like, what? And I felt really sick. So I didn't want to go again next year. So I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Because open grades here as a kid was like when I was intermediate. So under 13s, they had an open. And there were dudes bigger than Cameron playing when I was at intermediate, man. I was like, oh, this guy's huge, man.
Yeah, when I got to intermediate, I found out I was probably the medium-sized guy. And everybody else was massive. It got worse too when I got to college.
But just that, with Queensland, they wouldn't let you play up more than 2 grades from your actual age. So their cap was 18 months.
Oh, okay.
So they had no choice but to keep their kid at under 7s or under 8, so he wouldn't be able to play under 8s. And his dad even said on the film, on the news, I don't want him to play under 8s, you know, because we'd be playing against 8-year-olds. But I was like, well, he's probably bigger than most of the 8-year-olds, man.
I didn't see him talk on the TV. The dad.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I can probably see where he's coming from. Like, he's the dad, he's proud of his son, and it's a chance to be on TV, and the club wants to be promoted, so everything's going good for them. The publicity, the story,
bro.
You know. So who cares about what people think? You know, we're getting our club on the news.
Bro, that's exactly it, man. The plug would have been for them. It's like, oh, they're gonna make the news, but I mean, there would have been more around the media presence, the social media presence, because that video would have went viral straight away. And then like A
And
window for the plug. A
you're
plug
right.
for the club.
And no
Yeah.
context at all. Just the
Touch.
footage of a big kid just running over these small white kids. You know, of course, people gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
You know.
But you imagine that happen here, right? If that all happened here, we're like, oh, they got a Jonah Lomu. This is all the young small guys. Tackle.
Right.
I like what Yash had to say about. Sometimes you gotta tread carefully with this kind of thing. When your kid's too big and you put them up a level, they might be not there mentally. Eh?
Yeah, see it.
There's
yeah,
a mental
obviously,
side
yeah.
of going up there. So
No, shop for the eats, man.
Corner, eh? I like this.
all right, go to social media. So when you're sitting on the funny wheel scrolling through your phone, what's catching your attention on social media?
Man, I think I said this before. It's been all this stuff that's been going on in Hawaii,
Oh yeah,
and what
the fires and
everybody's talking
the
about.
causes and stuff.
Yeah, the latest one I saw
Conspiracy
was
theories.
Oprah Winfrey and The Rock.
Yeah,
They did a little video saying for
fundraiser.
donation, but they're doing it like if you donate to a certain thing, the money will actually go to the hands of the families that were affected by the fires.
yeah,
So they made a point in their video to say that the money you're gonna give to this phone number or whatever it was will go straight to the hands. So it makes you think whether normal ways money is not going straight to the hands sort of thing.
I mean, for every $3, 20 cents of it goes to the people and who have lost their homes and their family.
Because I remember when Samoa had the tsunami, you know, there's all these like the Westpac. You can go to Westpac and donate money there.
yeah.
Donate money to all these organizations that will send the money. And then I think it was on the documentary where John Campbell went over to investigate, and he found that a lot of families didn't get any money at all. And that people then after that people were like putting up a fund where the money will actually go to the people, the people's hands, rather than. Or the advice was to, if you're gonna donate money, you may as well just give it to your own family.
Yeah, not give it to any.
Don't donate any money to any Westpac or anything.
Yeah, because how does it work when you give the money to Westpac? Do they take a percentage out of it?
Oh, don't know. I know you've got no obligation if you're a charity. I think with your charity, I think there's a certain percent you can, because you need money to pay for like power and bills and your rent and to keep going.
Yeah.
But no, the rest of the money has to go to the charity itself.
Yeah, I did see that video and I was just thinking to myself when I first saw it, I was like, dodgy. It looks dodgy. I don't know why it's dodgy, but it feels dodgy. Yeah, because I saw this other clip on Instagram where a guy's trying to make a purifier out of some fans and some filters in it, because apparently Hawaii's run out of purifiers. So he's done it for like under $100 or something. He's put these fans together and these filters, and he shows a YouTube video of him doing it, and then this guy is relaying it, and there's like a whole bunch of them trying to put these purifiers all together in the middle of the street. So I was like, holy cow. They're really, really desperate. Just trying to find many ways of getting fresh water.
I hope I don't want to send an airplane over there.
I know. It's like they just need supplies. That's all they need. But they're not getting anything. So it's like, wow, right. It's just bombarding my social media.
Yeah.
How are you, Letz? What have you
Oh
think?
man, I'm the same man. Watching my Nikki Davenport, and cooking with Rena. But nah, man, I've been on Marketplace, man.
Oh, true.
Still hunting on Marketplace, man. Yeah, trying to hunt down timber for a fence and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout outs to my bro Junior Fuyoy, man. Hopefully he's gonna come through with a goat next week.
Cool.
On timber. But what did I watch? What I have been. Yeah, I've just been interested in some videos, just of like people sharing the health journeys.
Oh, yeah,
It's been
yeah.
pretty cool. I got my wife to follow this lady I followed on Snapchat, and my wife was like, "Oh, no, yeah, she's got some free downloads. You can free trials, 1 week trials, following her meal plans, and that's just what she does with her weights and stuff." But yeah, otherwise I've just been watching LS1 motors, GM motors, what they do when they take out the water pump and the rear main seal.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because I was just like, I dropped the car off to the mechanic and I was
Just have a gawk and see what they get
to
up
see if
to.
it's a big job. But then every guy that's putting the main seal on is already dismantled the transmission. I was like, oh, fuck. Because when I took the car into the guys, they said, "Oh, bro, it's a big job, man. I gotta take the engine all the way out. That's with the transmission attached. Then you gotta take it apart just to get to the rear main."
Yeah.
And I go, "Lucky you than me, man."
Yeah, I like this. I like this DIY videos because I've been watching some on the bathroom because Dad wants to try and change it around a bit.
Yeah,
And we were discussing the things you need to do to prep the wall for because there's got to be water there. You got to prep it somewhere where it's waterproof.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh no, you just put the shower inside." And no, you need to prep the wall, or else it's just gonna mold through. And 2 years time, we have to do it again. So yeah, we're watching videos on YouTube.
Bro,
The water
use
membranes and everything.
Everything on YouTube, bro. It's amazing, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool when you start looking at how things were made or what you can do.
Yeah.
It is because for me, if I see it, I see a step-by-step guide to it. I can pretty much follow it straight off the and get it done. Oh, that's cool.
I mean, look at that heaps of stuff, that come through my my scroll. One thing I noticed was Jimmy Jackson. You guys know him? That influencer. He opened up a shop somewhere. Looks like Papakura, but it might not be. Just looks like it. But he opened up a clothing
guy.
Oh, he's like he's always on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
He does skits.
Yeah.
That guy.
He opened up a clothing store.
Yeah, he opened up a clothing store. So he's on there. He's got a video where he's telling everyone, he's telling everyone in the video, okay, any chance to come and ram raid me. I'd like to see try and ram raid me, and he's showing all his security outside the shop. Like, first you gotta go through this. There's a bollard, steel bollard. Then if you make it past that, then you gotta come here through the steel gate. I see a lock at all these places. So he's showing all his security in front of the shop. It's funny.
Sure.
All right, boys. What's next? What shall we do next? Food review? You don't got a food review?
You got a food review?
Nah, I don't really. Have been out to eat this week.
Speaking of head dads, because you mentioned head dads, I did go to my head dads last week.
Yeah.
I got the Teratu burger. Yeah,
What do you reckon?
I think it's alright.
$10 though, eh? It's gone up.
Is it? Oh no, I got the $15 one. What's that one?
It's either the Lurkin burger or the Kiwi burger, the NZ burger.
Must be NZ, bro.
Yeah. It comes with the double patty and steak.
Yeah.
$13 first.
Double patty and steak.
Yeah.
Like 2 meat patties and a piece of
and
steak.
egg. Yeah, egg and
Holy shit.
ham.
Where's this?
It's
Head
empty.
dads.
Oh, yeah. Head dads. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
2 patties and a steak.
I don't think you can't get your mouth around it, bro. You gotta like squish it down and egg.
Like a Polish burger.
You know, last time I posted up something about head dads, I got in trouble from all the Southsiders.
Why?
Because they were like shouting out their one.
Oh,
Their equivalent. I forgot the name. Algiers or something? Alvarez, Algiers or something like that.
Oh, who cares about those ones?
But I made the point.
What's the grade?
But I made the point. Hey, we ain't
Too
going
far, eh?
we ain't going to drive all that way for a burger, mate.
Yeah.
It's too far, man.
Yeah, true.
But that's I noticed a lot of burgers out everywhere.
Oh.
Well, have you been to Thornley takeaways?
No.
Their steak and egg burgers, man.
Where's that?
Off Kirby in Glendine.
Oh, that one with the laundromat.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Their steak and egg burgers probably is the best.
Man, you know the red takeaways on Glendine? The red one?
Up at the roundabout?
Yeah.
There's no mailing.
The actual Chinese?
Yeah.
Is it Chinese?
Remember it was John and the other one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mainly.
yeah,
Mei
mainly.
Ling. Yeah, the red one.
Yeah.
Man, I like their fish burgers.
Oh,
But you have to ask for extra mayo though.
Yeah.
Oh. They make pretty... I used to eat there quite a bit. They make really pretty good food.
Oh, actually, nah. On my birthday for lunch, what I had, I went out. So I went. Oh, I got a. So people that know, I got a Chinese nana. And my uncle and dad run a Southern Fried Chicken out in Swanson. I call him my nana because I come all the way from set to get the mamoy from their shop.
Mm.
But I had like 2 pieces of mamoy and potatoes. It's gold, man. Their lamb flaps are fucking the best there.
Oh, true.
Yeah, bro. Like every time I go, I think they're like $4.50 now. They're $4.50. They used to be $4. But always give me like a chicken thigh. It was like $3 or $3.80, and then the mamoy is $4.50. But I give me 2 mamoy and potatoes. Oh, fuck, bro. It's got home, had it, man. Tender as
Okay, here's a question for you guys. What's your go-to burger in West Auckland?
Out of all the takeaways,
If you need a burger, a good quality burger, where you going
yeah,
straight away?
thorn steak and neck.
Full nose chicken. How are you?
If I just need a burger, it'll be the double quarter pounder.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh,
There, or I go Wisconsin, up on Lincoln,
Wisconsin.
for the big boy.
You know what I like? I like that burger they sell at the cafe down at the Plant Barn.
Did they do burgers?
They do burgers there. Man, I love it. It's I think it's the patty. The patty's nice, man.
Oh, yeah.
I get the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
It's small though, but man, it's yum.
So Lucky G's and
Lucky cheese is good
Munch,
too. Yeah.
Munch.
No,
They make the cut.
no. I only like the quarter pounder because it puts me on the point where like
One.
because I just have that one burger and that's it.
Gee.
Like the last time, I think after the movies we went to go get some tacos, and that's what me and my brother get always. Just the one burger, but he got a cheeseburger. He likes his extra sides. I stopped trying to eat the chips and have soft drink. I can't do it anymore. I mean, I still can eat it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, after the territory burger that other night, man, I'm like, I'm gonna get restaurant burgers, eh? Shit. But I did give me an air fryer from Costco, and while I was up there, I ended up getting like a 3 kg bag of chicken nuggets.
Yo,
Right.
so
5 minutes in the air fryer, bro. Digital one.
yeah,
It's fucking good, eh? Because it's got a preheating setting. Once it's preheating for like 3 minutes, from frozen, check the nuggets in, 5 minutes cooked, bro. Because
holy
it's like a 7 to 8 liter chamber. So,
You know,
it's pretty
during
big.
the COVID lockdown, everyone was craving the KFC. Closest you can get KFC is buy the Tigu what's it, the Kentucky chicken portions, the Tigu what they call it,
it's like Southern style.
Southern style. Yeah. Everyone was
those.
getting that and using the air fryer.
Yeah.
They're saying, man, it tastes like KFC. But then I'm not sure if because KFC is not open because of lockdown.
Yeah,
And people just trying to use their imagination to
Yeah,
I think if anything pre lockdown, the only thing that came out of there was the home style Big Macs. You know,
Yeah.
you make your own special sauce.
yeah.
Because my kids, man, they like for a good last 2 months, they were going hard out doing the Big Mac tacos.
Shit.
Usually they smash the mince onto the taco, then they fry it, the meat side, then they flip it,
Yeah.
and then put your own lettuce, onion, pickle, and then they do the special sauce. It's quite filling, but I'm like, oh, over already. I was like, what's for dinner? Oh, the Big Mac tacos. But it is good, dude. It is good.
All right, boys. Song of the week. So I've got a song, sung by Gerald Rafferty, and the song is called Baker Street. Now this came out in 1978, I think.
1978.
1978, and
Our birthdays.
and if you don't know who Jerry Rafferty is, you might know that song "Stuck in the Middle of You"
Yeah.
by Steelers Wheels. He used to be the lead singer for that group. Then they split up and went on his own. He went on his own, and this is one of his hit songs, Baker Street. Now, it's a pretty good song. If it was known for a saxophone solo. That sort of started off all the saxophone solos after the song.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So if you hear the song, you know you know what the song is. But I'll ask you guys, what do you think these lyrics mean? And because this is the meaning of the whole song. He's got his dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one night stands, and then he'll settle down in some quiet little town and forget about everything. But you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never going to stop moving, 'cause he's rolling. He's the rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining. It's a new morning. You're going home.
To me, it sounds like he's passing.
I was gonna say, yes, he did.
Or he's going. He's going to.
Oh yeah. No. Oh, he's passing.
Mm.
So what do you think? How are you, Letz?
Yeah, it was like he was talking about someone who
Farewell.
Yeah, farewell, like later.
Yeah.
Latest G.
Okay, now so what the song is about a guy that's living the high life, and he wants to settle down, but he can't. So his dream is to go back home, buy a house, and start a family and settle down and live out his rest of his life. But he can't because of his high life. He has to move, keep moving.
Keep getting more and more and more.
Because he's a drug addict and he's a drunk.
Oh damn!
Damn, that's man.
That's what A Star Is Born all over. Damn.
I like my meaning better.
Have you guys heard the song?
No, but it makes sense too. Hey, that's that high, eh?
Hmm?
Like when you're a boxer and you said that win, hey. If you're a rock star and you just need it for your next fix, of course you're gonna. No, not yet. It's like an alcoholic with it's my life.
So, song of the week, boys. Okay, what's next? We've got a Fia Poko of the week, eh? Do we have a Fia Poko of the week?
Yeah, Reese Walsh.
Oh, okay.
Damn, Reese Walsh, man.
So, who Oh, it's Canberra. So let's go back to last week, round 26 of the NRL, the penultimate round before finals footy. The Brisbane Broncos face up against Canberra Raiders, and Broncos won comfortably 29-18. At the end of the game, I think Reece Walsh scored the last try. He scored the last try and he sustained a sort of like an injury, looked like to his knee, and he was limping when he got up from the try. And I think he did kick the goal away. He kicked the goal. Did he kick the goal? No, he doesn't kick the goal away. No. Yeah. So in the 77th minute, he scored a try. He came away limping, injury to his knee, and then they did a restart. And so Canberra did a restart. The ball fell in Reece Walsh's hands, but it didn't even move because of his leg, and he looked like he was just injured. But the seconds were going down there. It was like 5 seconds, 3 seconds, so the game's going to end. Well, if you know rugby, the advice is always play to the whistle. You got to keep playing until the whistle blows, no matter what. And because he caught the ball within the regulation time wasn't even over, it was still play. So he didn't even here it is here. So he didn't even look like moving. He didn't even look like moving. He caught the ball and he grimaced at his knee. And who came out of the booth? Who was that came out of the booth? What number?
It was the prop.
Oh, it's Tapani.
It's up and he goes whack. Damn.
Then just Tapani. Just comes and just smashes him.
Fair game, mate. Fair game.
Yeah. So I think he'll give this award to Reece Walsh for not playing to the whistle there.
Yep. That's what you call parking stupid. Parking stupid.
Package.
That's right. You know when you're a kid, right? And then the coach is like going, run it, and then everyone looks and they run, and then one of the parents yell from the side like, "That's head high, ref." You know how the kids stop and look?
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. He got the ball. Oh, my leg. Everyone looked to the side like, his leg. Poof.
Knockouts.
I mean, it could have been worse, bro. Could have been high, you know? But that's got to be parking stupid, bro. That's what you call Fia Poko of the week, mate.
That's Fia Poko of the week, mate. All right. We got a local hero?
Oh, I don't have a local hero. Nah, not this one.
Or how far we've come?
Yeah, I can do how far we've come. Yeah, man. Also, says of August, 30 years ago, we had our first ever Samoan WWE wrestling champion. And it was actually, like, take a stab, like, who do you think it would be? From memory.
I really thought it was Rikishi. Yeah. Yeah. Because he was there before The Rock, eh?
Yeah. Nah, before Raymond. His actual stage name. Gee, sorry about this. Where's my screenshots? Well, the first ever Polynesian Samoan champion was actually Yokozuna. So 30 years ago, from August, he was the first ever WWF champion of Pacific descent, actually. So his actual real name is Angatupu Rodney Anuai. So he's from a famous legacy of wrestlers. That's I don't know if anyone of you guys have seen Young Rock. You got the Crazy Samoans. So those are the Anuai brothers, and so Yokozuna's dad is their brother.
Yeah, because the whole lot are all tied, eh?
Yeah,
it's like a big massive family.
They're tied all the way through. So yeah, so he passed away in the year 2000 in October, and he was only the age of 34. But looking over the history of WWE, I think he starred in WrestleMania 10. And like you think about the way wrestling was sort of rolled out, it was like when Survival Series, SummerSlam, and the main card was the WrestleMania. So looking at the history for PIs before him, there was High Chief Peter Maivia, which is The Rock's grandpa. So that's The Rock's mum's dad. Ata's mum. But yeah, of those, the first line of wrestlers that come through the ranks was Tovale Anuai and Tiana. And they were the Crazy Samoans. It's amazing from 30 years ago how far the wrestling heritage has just been constant, and it's just Samoans in that space. I remember Yokozuna, like, he was big, and his character was a sumo wrestler. Dude never ever was even a wrestler, but his actual wrestling and walkout weight 256 kilos. You think about a wrestling match then, if it was like, say, what Raw is now, they're like 45 minutes. But if you're the feature fight, you're looking at an hour 10.
Yeah.
Almost 90 minutes if they decide to take it that far. So a guy 250 kilos back then, and to become the new face of the champ. He actually made two history record breaking things in the sports entertainment. He was the first Pacific and Samoan champ, and he was the shortest holder of the World Wrestling title as well, because he lost it to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Like, I just feel like, man, the wrestling is ingrained. I say, like Cameron's mentioned, like, I think our attraction to rock music is on the back of hearing wrestling entrance music.
Yeah.
And like, I thought about it, like, man, Yokozuna at a time, you're like, bro, this dude was massive, 6'4",
and he was
256 kilos,
and he was fast, bro.
And he was fast, and his finishing move was he'll drag you to the corner and he'll do a freaking bottom drop on your chest, and then he'll drag you back to the middle of the ring like a piece of meat, and it's game over. But man, some of his highlights, man, is like, bro, for a big man, he could actually do a Shawn Michaels chin kick.
Yeah, the other thing too is he was agile as well, because he used to corner off the corner. I saw him jump off the corner of the thing one time. I was like, holy shit, this guy's fast and agile. He's the man.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to pay homage to, like, there's nothing that our people can't do, man. Especially, like, I think about a time in America when they were supposed to be in lockdown, and the only thing they let happen, and like it was like a necessity here in New Zealand, was the liquor store. One of the entertainment ones that was like, they made sure it was on TV because of Donald Trump's ties to the WWE, wrestling was still on. It's amazing, like 30 years ago, he's the first champ. And then going on like 28 years ago, the tag team champions and the WWF champion were all of Samoan, and they all tied into the Anawai family and right back to him. Man, if that's not a feat of like how far wrestling and Samoans have come in WWE, man, I don't know what it is, bro, because you need to look at boxing now. And like just the other night they had a Australian heavyweight championship fight. Two Samoans going at it. But just like, bro, don't forget the wrestlers, man. Because like, it's one thing to act in character at Sunday school, but it's another thing to sort of throw yourself around the ring and actually land on each other. Imagine this guy landing on you, bro. We game over. Eh?
Fuck. They won't be fake either.
Yeah. But I mean, shout outs to Yokozuna, man. May he rest in peace, bro. His character is always gonna be one of the probably legends of wrestling, eh?
Hard up, bro. Hard up. He was the most feared champion because he was so big and so fast and didn't hold back either. Yeah, I've watched a few of his matches.
Nice. So, boys, what we got next? Was that it?
I think we're almost pretty much done.
Oh, yeah. Should we go for some last words? Ease.
Yeah, as always, my goodbyes are always short, but it's always good to be back on the empty out the clip. So yeah, a good So all the listeners out there, stay safe, and yeah, that's me.
My last words, just want to just acknowledge the bro for commenting on our video. Welcome more feedback. Any feedback's better than no feedback. I think, like how you take the episode is how you digest the information, and how we present it on here is entertainment or just for listening fun. But yeah, just shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to Avs too. Big Man's still waiting to come back and do his last episode. The bro's just busy, man. And like we said, like however many episodes back ago, where once you start working, it's going to be hard to try and juggle the podcasting and working. So the bro knows what it is. My last words is just to all the fathers out there, enjoy tomorrow. To the fathers who aren't here, and to those Cam's first father, stay without the old man. But just appreciate your time you got with loved ones. And not everyone's promised tomorrow. But I just hopefully wake up tomorrow and there's a new microphone sitting at the table. I told my wife and kids, hey, I don't care if there's no food. I don't care if there's no milk. I don't care if there's no bread. But there better be a microphone on the table. Not the microwave, a microphone. So these are my last words. And shout outs to everyone that popped them through the Bibles today. Mad love to you all, man. Thanks for still supporting. And last and not least to the Toko De Vita. Never see Lalo. Check him out on Never see Lalo _ on Instagram. Yeah, you know what it is.
Shout boys for another episode in the books. Just want to make a shout out to all the WesWes Network listeners out there. Don't forget to check us out on our Empty Out the Clip EOTC Facebook page. And also check out our content on our website www.weswesnet.com. Alright boys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yo.